Hello and welcome! Tonight on the show, we're ringing in the new year with a little bit of royalty. Sir Kensington's. It's a special night with some special sauce. We are so excited to have you. This is Sauce Spoken.
And we're back. We are Sauce Spoken, with a podcast detailing your favorite sauces, dips, and condiments. My name's Adam, and I'll be your host, and I'm joined here this week by my co-host, Tori.
Woo! Happy New Year! We're so happy to have you. We're closing out 2021. And wow, you look great today. Thank you. And to my right, the World Heavyweight Champion of the World, Eric, i.e.
Heaviest
as big
world
as
in
a
the
world.
universe. Heavyweight. The heaviest heavyweight of the heavyweights in the world.
Super heavy.
Yeah,
Heavy.
I mean, that's why it's going to work.
Heavy.
That's going to work perfectly for my New Year's resolution. So,
Oh, yeah?
absolutely.
And now it's time to catch up. I didn't quite clip him off like I intended to.
That's okay.
Yeah.
It's really well lit in here. I think that's the problem.
That could be part of it. So
It's the same lighting
catch
as
up
always.
with the host. There we go. I got him that time.
Time to catch up.
It's the same lighting as always, guys.
I don't know, E.
How was your week going this week, Eric?
It's
First
been
of all,
good.
how was your year this past year? This is
Oh.
our New Year's
My year
Eve episode.
A year in recap.
could have been maybe a little better. There was some poor planning on my part. Some things that didn't get done. I'm glad that can make you laugh.
Woof!
Yeah.
It's getting thick in here.
Just
boys.
this year. That's the only time that's happened.
But
We're going on 3 years.
in
for your
general, yes, exactly. So, yeah, there's certain projects that, I've just
certain
ignored.
projects.
In general, though, I had a pretty good year.
I'm telling
Can't
you,
complain.
I think that, honestly, Eric, I'll be honest, I'm going to take some time off. As the listeners know, we record a little bit in advance. I know Tori and I are taking that week off between Christmas and New Year's. You might be getting some help on your bathroom, whether or not you want it. You might be getting some boys cruising over here with a case of Yings, and we're gonna slam that puppy done.
That does sound like a little bit of fun, though.
It might happen.
Bust your ass.
Huh.
We'll see.
Drink
That
beer.
might happen.
That's fun.
It might happen.
Might
to
actually be able to make that kind of work. I did take off the Monday and Tuesday after Christmas, although
you. Shit might happen to you, bro.
Tuesday I have to be back out in Ohio that evening, so we'll see.
Shit might happen.
Back in it. Okay.
Just for an evening, I gotta meet up with dinner with my friend from Phoenix, John.
Yeah.
So, yeah, one of my best friends from college. I'm really excited to catch up with him. I haven't seen him since, I think, I took out that Grand Canyon camping trip. What was that, 2018, I think it was? So it's been a few years.
Okay.
Cool. Anything
Sweet.
else? What else about your year-end review here, Eric?
I mean, year-end review's big. I didn't think of that far. I was thinking about this past week like normal. I had a Christmas party. I got a Christmas party coming up this weekend. I've got another Christmas party because I work 2 jobs. I've got Christmas with you guys,
Maybe that should be a 2022 goal is to get it down to one job. You do have some 2022 goals, though.
Yes,
Yes,
I do.
You haven't
I have
quite assigned a
I have
timeline to all of them
a
yet.
pile of goals that I need to organize and, yes, put to a hard time to.
Maybe you could take a little time over the holidays and get that a little bit more solidly ironed out and hit 2022 running fresh.
I'm bummed about the interest rates on the Fed going up. That's disappointing. But I drug my feet on it. I'm gonna stick to my guns and not refinance because I still think it's the smarter move. If I'm not gonna stay here, it doesn't make sense to refinance. But
We'll talk about this off the air.
Woo. Wowee.
Oh boy!
Happy New Year!
I
First of all, let me just say this. Have you done any actual math, or are you just thinking about this? I think you should do some actual math.
I haven't done
first.
some actual
I think you
math.
should do some actual math first, and I'll tell you why later. Tori, what about you? How was your week/year in review?
My year has been a wild one. Yeah, it was wild. It was a crazy year. A lot of wild shit happened.
Our first full year, end to end, with podcasting.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, it was a wild year, man. A lot of good, a lot of bad. I mean, just yeah, man. It's just, I guess that's what you get when you put 365 days in a row back to back. But yeah, man. I mean, I can't bitch. I'm still employed. Still got a roof over my head.
Oh yeah, in the grand scheme of things, we're very blessed.
I can't bitch that much. Yeah, I mean, there you have it. Short of a TG touching moment or touching thought or whatever you wish there. But yeah, man. I mean, it was hey, Well, give 2022 a spin, see what that's like. If you don't like it, you cash it in.
Does this mean we're up to 10 listeners yet, Adam?
I think we are solidly past 10 listeners, yes.
Oh, wow.
Wow, I'm
Just
shocked.
barely.
Very good.
But no, I do think it bears mentioning, and we did talk about that we did solidly podcast. So we started podcasting in late 2019, and ever since our show was released, we have not had a week off. So I think that we are well overdue. And we've discussed this for a while now, that I think it's finally time where we are going to allow ourselves to take a dark week and celebrate the holidays. For you listeners, the holidays are latter, you're moving quickly into 2022, but for us, we've still got a couple weeks left because we record a little bit in advance.
Yeah, you're armpit deep in the old holiday.
Right. So
I hope for your sake you're full of beer and cheese too, like we love.
And meats
absolutely.
and absolutely maybe some great value spray cheese.
Oh yeah, maybe some smoked salmon. Oh, the list goes on and on.
Yes.
Have we got a hold of some of that barbacoa? That's delicious stuff. That's hard to get a hold of now.
Moly.
But yeah, to that end, like I said, I think we are going to take a dark week for us, our first since we started recording, since we started dropping episodes, and I think we're going to relax a little bit. And maybe going forward into 2022, try to strike a little bit of a healthier balance between some of our other work-life balances, Eric. Maybe we'll do a couple more. We'll try to keep it very reasonable, but maybe 2 or 3 throughout the year, dark episodes for the sake of our own sanity.
It sounds like you have a resolution.
I think we've earned it.
In the oven there. A work-life balance is that seems to be a reoccurring theme.
I think I have a pretty good work-life balance, but I do try pretty hard to keep it that way just because I think, you guys know I have a lot of other responsibilities and things that go on too, and it's difficult for me to balance all that in addition to work. So even though I only work one job, Eric.
No, you do have you juggle a lot of different tasks over there, different duties, like you said. So,
but I know for me, my past year in review here, had a couple big changes. I think for the positive direction. Changed jobs, had some life, some things at home change. And more recently, I think I mentioned this on the show, but my mom had that cat that had kittens. That was a pleasant little fun surprise.
Very nice.
Been playing with the little kitty cats, especially the little ginger girl, Tori, the little
cute.
Female mate to your
Love it.
Len.
you gonna take that ginger girl home? You thinking?
I don't know. My mom's pretty attached to her now too, so I don't know. She's got a lot of personality. I will say that she really grows on you quick. But
Love him.
But yeah, so as far as my week, the past week goes, well, busy at work, busy at home. But in all seriousness, though, I think that's pretty accurate for me. But yeah, so 2022, I think my goal for 2022 is to help Eric with his goals, get him on track, get his stuff sorted out, and then maybe we'll move on from there. So
it's going to be in direct conflict to my goal of playing more board games. I think we need to do more game nights.
More game nights.
I don't think that you're wrong, Eric. I think it might be wise for you to spend more time focusing on playing your board games and less time focusing on purchasing your board games. I think that might go in direct alignment with some of your other goals that you have set.
That's true. That's 100% true.
Export an Excel spreadsheet from boardgames.com and then put a check mark when you play them.
There you go.
It tracks it all. You can track your plays on BoardGameGeek.com, yeah. Track your games, rate your games, see how your ratings compare to other people's ratings.
I smell a New Year's resolution.
Oh boy. I do know someone that used to do that, where every time you played a game, you would take pictures, you'd write the scores down, everything would be tracked and put into. It might have been that website. I was under the impression it was like a private website that they were doing it through, but it was tedious, I will say, at times. And I
can't imagine.
And plus, I don't know that was ever really referenced by anyone except for the person who was keeping that score because,
Yeah, keeping scores on plays, that's, I don't think they have that feature in BoardGameGeek.com.
Yeah, I won't say it was a private website. It's beyond my, anything I desire to do for that. I'm trying to have fun.
Level of giving a rat's ass? Yeah, I can hear you there.
And I'm pretty tightly wound sometimes, we have our own, we keep our own spreadsheet of, sauce rankings, so that's coming from me, and I wouldn't do that for board games.
Right.
But we've been talking a lot about, Christmas for you listeners is just passed. Christmas is upcoming for us still. Christmas is just passed for you listeners. And New Year's Eve is coming up, and New Year's following that for you listeners. Still a couple weeks off for us. But we're talking a lot about special occasions around the holidays. So I thought it would be appropriate for one thing to do for special occasions would be a special sauce. Specifically, in this instance, we're going to be talking this week about Sir Kensington's special sauce. We haven't done a Sir Ken's in a while, but he tested very positively back, I want to say, what was that, like episode 3, maybe?
Yeah.
Was it
Something like
that long ago? Wow.
I think it was like 3 or 4 or something like that.
He was nominated for a Saucy, if my memory serves.
Yes, he was. A Dapper Dipper Award.
Yeah.
Fair. Yeah, and this container here, I want to say, not that much different. Let's go ahead and pass this off to Eric, but let's all chime in on this, because I think there's a lot going on here with this bottle, I think. So let's start off with a visual description of the outside of the container that we're looking at here this week with Eric.
So we ourselves a clear plastic squeeze bottle style, but it's a contour molded bottle that I have never seen like before. Have you
Never
guys
seen nothing
It's
like
a
that.
unique shape. That's what I
Very
wanted
much.
to
Yeah.
touch on, which it's interesting, too.
So a little while ago, I think this is why Adam chose me to do the this bottle description. I may have been talking about some voluptuous curves of the Heinz bottle.
I wasn't thinking about that, but
You knew he was.
Clearly, you still
He's
are.
thinking about voluptuous
Still
things.
hung up on it. Yeah, if Heinz was, the buxom young lady, this is the well tenured old
Bold,
bimbo.
yeah.
She knows her.
This has some sharper lines to it. This is definitely like the
Or no,
male
wait.
the male version. This is a
male
strapping
version.
It's not as curved in
You're
the.
thinking
It's not
like
as
those
curved in
cut
the.
abs, the
Yeah.
lines, the V on
It's
there.
got this like sharp, cool, like almost like a top hat, which is almost a reminiscent
you
of
go.
the top
Now
hat
you're
of
onto
Sir
something.
Ken.
Yep.
Smart.
This is very cool.
I was
think-
thinking
I think
almost
it's
Art
neat.
Deco.
It is almost Art Deco too.
So, give it a little bit more description for the listeners there. It starts out, the bottle is made, it's one of the bottles that's made to sit on its lid,
Right.
for one thing.
Like the classic Heinz bottle, I would say that's still
Yes.
styled the same way. It has I'd say about a 1 3/4 inch diameter. Don't ask me for the metric conversion.
Don't worry. I don't care.
Thank you.
So,
And-
if we call the lid the bottom,
right,
let's go from the bottom up.
and it'll sit on the lid. The lid is a nice dark blue navy,
Very pleasant blue.
which is the same as the background of the Sir
Yes.
Kensington from before and this one.
Yes, the
background
spicy
of the
ketchup, the
logo.
same
Yes.
matte finish, classy, dark blue.
It's very nice, and it's interesting though because I think the Sir Kensington ketchup that we did a year or plus ago, it was wrapped around the bottle more. I feel like.
Yeah, you might be right on that.
So this is just a rectangle, maybe 2 inches by 4 inch, slightly less than 4 inches tall, but it has this really interesting cut. Well, even their logo looks different. I think Sir Kensington himself, he has a magenta background on him, like a magenta pink maybe. He's got his monocle and his top hat. He has a very pleased look about himself. I don't know. I don't quite remember the logo. Do you remember? I don't.
That was episode 5, by the way. I just had to look it up.
Oh, very nice. He does have a pleased look on his face.
He
I'm glad
does.
you brought that
He
up.
looks smug in a good
He
way.
looks smug. Yeah.
He was satisfied,
Yeah,
for sure.
But
But
he
I
looks smug in like a friendly way, like a shit-eating grin kind of thing.
I feel like I should pull the Sir Kensington ketchup out of my fridge and we can compare.
He
Still
just
have that.
he just
I
played a
just
little
ate it
funny
today
on
for
you.
lunch.
Oh my God, Eric, no.
It's delicious. It's still good.
Yeah, whip it out, E. What the
That
hell?
was 2019.
Oh, you got
It's not the same jar at all. Don't say it's the same jar. They're totally different.
The jar's different, but the
The
logo
logo's pretty similar, yeah.
He's still smug. Yeah, right.
Yeah. Still smug. He's just on a green background for the
Yes, can you face them both to me so I can...
spicy Sir Ken.
Oh, yeah, okay. All right, very good.
So this bottle here that we have tonight here are Sir Kensington's special sauce. I don't know if we even said that yet.
I said special sauce for special occasions, you piece of dog shit.
Yeah, I don't know if we. All right. Anyways.
I don't know if we really clarified
Yeah,
that.
I've exactly clarified it. But
It's just the way you said it, exactly.
this is 12 fluid ounces. And the other thing that's kind of neat is that the navy blue logo has an extra, it's over top of like another graphic. It actually looks like a salad, but I see a spatula
Yes.
in the back.
I can see a slice of cucumber on there.
A slice
On
of
the right-hand
cucumber.
side.
Oh, I get it. The spatula's for flipping burgers. Because it says right on there, for burgers and dipping.
Okay, makes sense.
Yeah.
They put a lot of effort into the design of this, the
Yeah.
logo of it. And so,
And the bottle.
in the bottle, like I said, so the top of the graphic area, the sticker that's on there essentially, has a rounded curve going around the circular logo of Sir Ken, and then it like flares up on a slight angle, and that entire geometric shape or line you have going on there is replicated in the bottle design.
Yeah,
which is
it's
pretty
almost Keystone-esque.
Yeah.
But It's interesting, too. I think you'll notice this. The bottle is not flat on the sides either. It actually tapers in on the middle and flares out on either end.
Oh, it does, yeah.
Which I find, like, they really put some production value into this. Because
Shapely.
it's got some real curves. It flares out on the top and bottom of the larger, like, portion that stands out from the bottle. But then at the top there, it's got almost like a crown-style, like, embossment, and then it shrinks back down, and then it goes into an ovaloid shape. And what'd you call that? An elliptical the other day, Eric?
Yeah.
It goes into an elliptical machine on the top there. But yeah, I've never seen a bottle shaped quite like this before. There's a lot going on to it. I'm not sure exactly why they put all that. It almost seems overdone.
It's a special sauce.
But
Special
I think it
bottle.
must be because it's a special sauce for a special bottle. Yeah, I don't know.
Special bottle for a special sauce.
What else do you have to say about the logo there, Tor?
Yeah, our boy Ken. I mean, he's just as handsome as ever. That navy blue is just soothing. I just love that navy blue on the front. That is just sharp as heck.
Especially with the pink contrast.
Yeah, the pink contrast is sharp.
That is sharp.
Yeah, the little medley of things, the vegetables and I think it's great. I mean, it's Sir Ken just doing what Sir Ken does. Just giving you a great visual appeal even before you rip off that safety seal. I'm rapping to you now.
Yep.
And
I ripped it.
Yeah, man. I mean, it's A+. They killed it again.
I will say, I do think, I hate to show my hand too much, but I do think this is going to be a solid contender for next year's Saucy Awards.
No doubt. I mean, yeah, if we're maintaining a Dapper Dipper or Dippy Dipper,
Dippy Dickhole.
If we're maintaining that, boy, yeah.
I think that's a category we got to keep. And
yeah.
I think this is going to be a contender for it.
No doubt.
Say.
Absolutely. Yeah, write it down now.
But, let's go ahead and move on to the inside of the bottle. Let's do a little visual description of the actual sauce itself that we're looking at. Tori, you want to kind of start us off with that a little bit?
Yeah, sure thing. At a first glance, it looks quite orange, the type of orange that you particularly care for, that you may see out in the wild. However, that's not a monochromatic. We don't have only orange. It looks like there's flecks of green and flecks of red.
Oh, it's filled with flecks.
Maybe a dark brown fleck or two I see floating in there. It's quite thick, very thick. With
thick.
Damn. Maybe 3 or 4 C's. It's so thick it didn't even spill.
Tori could yeet it onto the table.
I just dropped the cup, and not a molecule was.
Look at this. I'm shaking over Eric's table. He's having conniptions, but
he's having a conniption. Yeah, it's thick as hell. It ain't moving for nothing.
You know what I would say? It almost looks like almost sort of like a creamy Dorito, like Cool Ranch Dorito sauce, almost.
I can dig that. Yeah, I definitely see where you're coming from.
I see where you're coming from too. The sauce itself is orange, and I don't know the Doritos. Maybe if you blended up the chip too, I could kind of see, because it does have like those blue and red flecks in it. There's no blue flecks.
There's no blue flecks in this, but
there's lots of green and red and all sorts of varieties, which I find very pleasing. It's got a nice, chunk to it. It's not like salsa-esque, but it definitely has a pretty good mix of like small chunk in there.
Yeah, it's got a lot going on.
Yeah, it is thick. It is good. Well, we'll get into that later. Excuse me. But yeah, there you have it. I mean, boy, if you were to look at it, it almost has I don't want to say quite like a relish.
Yeah.
Maybe a very finely pureed relish. What am I looking at?
Certified.
Oh, it's certified. It's certified relish.
Certified humane.
Does it say that on there?
No, it's certified humane with free range eggs.
Just thought we'd mention it.
Yeah.
You had to shoehorn it in. You couldn't just wait for it to come up naturally.
No, I couldn't.
Adam, it's certified.
Couldn't figure out when it would be good time to put that in, because I missed it on the label, and I thought, Tori could just say you could taste how free range those things.
I can
just stop right in the middle of the visual description of the sauce and immediately talk about the certification process.
I can taste the liberty.
Did you have anything else that you were dying and urgent to say over there, Eric?
That's it.
That was it? Okay. Do you have anything else you want to share about the sauce texture before we move on to the next segment and you have to jump back onto that?
The look of it?
Or its various credentials.
Shiny.
Oh, it's certified!
We would say it was dummy thick, but we didn't quite get on the fact that it has a very shiny, kind of like plastic, greasy sort of look to it, I guess.
Okay. I really do like how it looks quite a bit. I think they nailed it as far as that goes. I just tried another bite. I'm just trying to think about this a little bit. It's very interesting. I would say, without further ado, let's go ahead and move on to the initial tasting notes. I think for me, this is interesting because I was kind of expecting, first of all, we tried it on chicken nuggets. Let me say that up front. On the Dyson Dino Nuggets that we've been working through a couple bags of.
We got to be almost done with them.
I think I bought 2 bags. I think they got us 2 bags. So
right, we're still not through the first one.
Oh, really? Wow.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay, so yeah, we're taking up a lot of real estate in Eric's freezer. He's freaking out about that. He's got to get things cleaned out of there. He's got to get his Christmas turkey in there, so.
Oh, it's been in there.
Which was in the fridge as a Thanksgiving turkey, and now it's back in the freezer, and it'll come back in and out 3 or 4 times.
You better start thawing that, babe, if you're going to have it for Christmas.
You only need a few days. I'll pull it on like the 22nd. Yeah, by the time listeners listen to this, it's already after holiday.
You gotta remember, he only needs to eat like the outside portions off of it. If the inside stays frozen, he just throws it right back in the freezer.
Oh my goodness.
It's got a 2-hour car drive to Ohio.
You just heat up what you want. You let it do its thing. You throw it back in.
Throw it under the hood.
Out, in, out,
keep
in,
it warm.
out,
Food safety is not a thing.
Oh.
It goes straight from the freezer into the oven, back into the fridge, back into the freezer, and just the circle of turkey life.
The circle of bacterium.
Yes, the circle of botulism. Disney will be suing us imminently. Season definitely desist.
Bring it on.
But as far as initial tasting notes go, there's a lot going on, I think, in this sauce. And I'm going to kind of kick it off here, but we might have to go around 2 rounds to fully capture all this. I mean, first of all, the obvious thing is mayonnaise. It's clearly a mayonnaise-based sauce. Some of the other things I got in there, I got a chunk of what was definitely like a dill relish or something like that. I like that. That was a good one. I got in there. I'm also getting some, I think, roasted red pepper notes. Maybe some paprika, which I think is definitely what's giving it that coloring. Maybe some of the finer red flecks in there, too. And I also got what I thought was almost somewhat like I almost want to say like a vegetable dip sort of thing in there a little bit as well. Maybe like a somewhat kind of ranchy.
No doubt.
But I definitely think more like those thicker ones you get for dipping vegetables in rather than like the Hidden Valley necessarily, because it's got more of that like flavor to it. I got some sweetness out of it. I got some tang out of it, and then at like the very end, I got a little bit like an oiliness to it. And I have to say, I don't think I cared for it as much on the chicken nuggets, but I do think it would really be very good. I would dip vegetables into this.
No question.
Yep.
And I would also love to throw this on a burger or something like that, too.
Absolutely.
It'd be good on a burger.
Those were kind of some of my initial thoughts on it there, but some more things might occur to me there, too, because I know I got a lot in the little bit I tasted. But what about you guys? What did you think, Eric? What were your initial tasting notes?
You nailed on a lot of the same things that I was getting taste-wise. I think one of the things that it was interesting that you said about you're trying to come up with that earthy garden kind of vegetable notes.
You ever have those garden salsa sun chips?
Yeah.
No.
I
like those.
I like them, but I don't think I get that in the sauce.
I think I get a hint of it.
They have the hella
hint
crinkly
of it.
bags.
They don't anymore. They used to.
Okay.
Yeah, they did that for a while. They'd switched to this biodegradable plastic, and it was the noisiest thing on the planet.
Right.
For our younger listeners, this was, I don't know, probably 5 years ago at this point that they did that. But
wow, I'm losing long tracks of time.
I could be wrong. I've been wrong about timeline things before, but we'll, Mandela effect. So we'll double check here and see how far off I am. But you guys can keep going while I'm doing that.
So the thing that was interesting was, I think when you were saying that, earthy notes, I was and also there's the creaminess of the mayonnaise, right? So I'm thinking Philadelphia cream cheese, the garden variety.
Oh,
that's kind of what was hitting my kind of taste profile, but more mayonnaise than cream cheese. But anyways, that whole earthy vegetable-y kind of taste, and definitely hit the vinegar notes, and obviously the mayonnaise, and everything you pretty much said. I mean, it's as soon as we pulled it. No, I mean, it says special sauce, right? It's the name of it. So I was expecting, okay, this is going to be like McDonald's special sauce. And it kind of smelled like it. And, the taste is certainly reminiscent of McDonald's special sauce. I think it's better.
Oh, you really? I actually, it's interesting you should say that because I actually don't think it is. Go ahead, finish your thoughts because I want to circle back around to that, though.
I think it's better tasting than their version, but it's certainly, it's that just a little bit better, basically. Better quality ingredients and better seasonings.
I couldn't agree with you more, E. I think that McDonald's special sauce with just more zhuzh, more oomph behind it. Mm-hmm. Yeah, every flavor they got is just cranked up. Thousand Island dressing, man. I think that's a good way to categorize it.
No, that's another good. I would say it's not It's not totally Thousand Island dressing, but I definitely got some notes of that.
It's
too.
tracking hard.
Very
Yeah, man. So, I mean, for me, I think that's comparable to a Thousand Island dressing, maybe with a squirt of, tartar sauce or relish.
Okay.
Getting that pickles. I would behoove you dudes if you don't find it to be gross. But take a finger, get your index finger in your respective cups or share cups. I don't care. and get in there and get your schlecker on there. I think you'll find bigger chunks than what you gave it credit for on the chicken.
Oh yeah, there's big chunks.
I definitely got some. I got some on a toothpick even. I got some big chunks.
Yeah, right. Yeah, there's chunks of something.
Like full on like
relish.
dill relish. Yeah.
It
was soft. And it was a soft mouth feel, but
I think there's a couple of things in there giving you that chunk, definitely. But yeah, there are definitely chunks of varying sizes too, which is a rarity for sauces, I think. I think a lot of the things, if they have a chunk, they're very much the one size. They're not like a lot of different sizes.
Agreed.
This one definitely had, I think, some variety in the chunk. As far as the special sauce thing, that was kind of the one thing I want to talk about is it. McDonald's has, they've got their special sauce, which I think, everyone's pretty much familiar with, which I think is similar in a lot of ways to Thousand Island. I think some Thousand Islands can be a little bit sweeter sometimes. I'm a big fan of Thousand Island as well.
It's good.
We've not done many dressings on the show. That might be one that we have to try. I actually do think this is quite different from both Thousand Island and McDonald's special sauce. I think the mayo is much more prevalent than like a Thousand Island. And I also think that the kind of more, like Eric was saying, earthy vegetable notes are a lot more prominent than they are in McDonald's, which I think it's, I think in McDonald's it's primarily you're getting like some mayo, a squirt of ketchup, and a little bit of very mild tasting relish. And I think the flavors in this are definitely bolder, but also earthier and more vegetable-like, where I don't get that as much from the McDonald's.
I think it smells 100% like it, though.
Really?
Yeah, has that tangy, mayonnaise-y.
You're right, it does. It definitely does. The other thing that comes to mind is, I think we've talked about this before, too, the Steak and Shake Frisco melt. Steak and Shake also has a really good special sauce, but I want to give Sir Kensington's kudos for making a special sauce that looks like the special sauce and serves as the same purpose as the other special sauces while doing it, I think, better.
Yes.
Head and shoulders better.
So, but they also kind of went their own way with it, because like I said, I think it does taste more vegetable. It tastes a little bit, it tastes like it is healthier, even though I know it's obviously not.
Right.
That's my thought.
It's cage-free eggs, dude, so it got to be healthy.
Certified.
Yeah, right. Dude, GMO or whatever.
Could you swing back to that Fresco sandwich comment? Because I know there's got to be listeners that either don't have Frisco. Either don't have a shopping or Steak and Shake or...
God, you're butchering this.
Yeah,
A stop and shaving, finger schlicking,
whatever the heck that restaurant's called. Because even I don't know that sandwich. I mean, I think you had me try it. Though.
Yes, we went there. We went out of our way one time to go to a Steak and Shake. Yes,
we went all the way to Ohio.
Steak and Shake is a Midwestern restaurant that has recently. They've been closing restaurants to reopen them under new franchising rules. It's been bought out. It's a whole ordeal that I don't want to go into here because it makes me very sad. Because much like Waffle House, who is, I think, a really good restaurant, decent food, extraordinarily rock bottom prices, and I think Steak and Shake was the same way. They had really good, obviously not good for you, but good food for extremely low prices, and they always had coupons going. They had a good selection of stuff. They had some of the best, more actual ice cream milkshakes, which is a super rarity. But their turnaround times weren't fast enough in the drive-thru to really make a profit, and they had too many items on the menu that some of which weren't profitable. So they've been recently bought out, and they're going to a much more toned down menu, get people in and out through the drive-thru. Eric's smirking at me because he knows I love Steak and Shake, and he just wanted to get me fired up and started about this.
I just find it funny. You said you didn't want to go into it, but is this the short version? They
sell a sandwich. It's a double-decker sandwich. It's a burger. They throw a slice of American cheese on there and a slice of Swiss cheese on there, and they put it on a Texas toast style. Actually, I think it's closer to a rye. It's toast, though. It's not a burger bun. And they fry it on both sides, and they throw on this Frisco sauce, which is like a special sauce, but definitely, I think, more to the sweeter side of special sauces. And it's so fucking good. Luckily, that's one of the things they're keeping, but most of the Steak and Shakes around us in Pittsburgh, at least, have remained closed.
Yeah, I think I remember it being sweeter and not like... Was there relish in that still?
There is, but it's
Okay.
much more subtle. It is much.
Huh.
It's more of a more homogenized orange and definitely sweeter than like the McDonald's or most of the other special sauces.
Yeah, anyone's special sauce. I guess that's why they don't call it special sauce.
I
but
like it on the sandwich. I don't like it on its own. Like I've gotten a side of it before. Like you can't dip fries in it. You know what I mean? I don't think it's good with fries. I think you can dip the burger into it. That's okay. But yeah, I think it's specifically good on that sandwich. But man, that is a hell of a sandwich.
I remember liking it then when I had it.
Yes.
It was a while ago, and it wasn't seared into my memory as well as Adam would
That is
like
one
me
of the
to.
ones that they're keeping on the limited menu. But they used to have like seasonal milkshakes. They changed all the milkshake flavors. It was hand-scooped ice cream, at a fast food place.
Damn.
So, but anyways.
I get the Frisco sandwich at Hardee's all the time.
Yeah, I can't remember theirs as much.
Mayonnaise, Swiss cheese, tomato, bacon. Burger
Okay, yeah, I've
on
definitely...
sourdough.
Yeah, okay, yeah, I know. Hardee's is definitely a different thing. I personally, I would trade Hardee's any day for a Steak and Shake. That's just me. I love Steak and Shake. Steak and Shake and Waffle House, two things I grew up with in rural Ohio. Not a lot going on out in rural Ohio, but those were two gems, I will say. And I didn't appreciate them at the time when I lived there. And I moved away, and now I yearn for them.
Now you yearn, you pine.
I pine for the fjords and the Steak and Shakes and the Waffle Houses. But before we go any farther than that, I wanted to circle back around to your comment or our comment on the Sun Chip bags. So I was looking at an article here from January 2020, and the highlighted portion down here says they were introduced in spring of 2010.
Oof.
That's almost 12 years ago.
Yeah.
I was far off. I was going to say 2017.
Wow.
But it says the compostable bag quickly gained more notoriety for its volume than its plant-based materials. And it was actually like a really nice synthetic chip bag. I was quite impressed by that, but it says its 95 decibel crunches were compared to a running motorcycle engine, loud enough to potentially damage your hearing. That's how loud these bags were. So for the kiddies that weren't around for that time, they rolled it out apparently in 2010.
Oof, we're old men.
Yeah, more than a decade ago.
When did they stop, though?
It was like a year after
just
that.
a year?
It might not have even been a full year because I know they put the ixnay on that super fast because, yeah, you couldn't like have a conversation over these bags. I've never
That's
seen
hilarious.
a material that was that loud before. Like you get people get like the cellophane plastic, it's much like that, but somehow so much louder. Insane.
Love it.
I may be off basis here, but I feel like they even tried to like make it like a joke of it later on in our
they did.
commercials because like I remember the commercial being like the bag crumpling up and like it was like almost like the background music to this the commercial of the Sun Chips was the stupid crinkling noise. Maybe they're trying to make fun of themselves. I don't know.
Well, I mean, yes. I mean, obviously, it's something that is noticeable. Like, there's no way getting around it. And to be quite honest with you, I didn't have that much of a problem with it because I guess I'm not oftentimes finding myself eating Sun Chips and like trying to hold a conversation at the same time or something.
You're already on the running motorcycle eating the Sun Chips.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I'm on the motorcycle. I make sure it's well over the 95 decibels so I can't hear Sun Chips at all, But no, I don't know. To me, it was like a kind of a novelty thing for him. I didn't think it was that big of a deal, but I also think it was probably of questionable benefit, the whole compostable thing, because, and not to dive too deep into this, but, in order for something to be compostable, the first thing is you can't start off by putting it into a non-compostable trash bag. That kind of defeats the purpose.
Right.
But before we get any deeper onto that note, a couple of...
Oof.
I know.
Thank goodness.
We already did a little bit of a deep dive there, but I know we've visited Sir Kensington's website before, but let's take a little brief return to there and see if anything else jumps out at us as having changed.
There's that stunning navy blue again that we love.
Stunning navy blue. Not a lot else going on here.
I actually like the way it's not solid though. On their website, the background, it's got that
like
speckling of lighter blue.
Little frottage going on there for you.
Yeah, no, it's a nice looking website. It's simple. I know
Speckling.
we've looked before at their products. They've got a pretty decent lineup here. It looks like maybe they've changed their bottle design for all these sauces.
Oh yeah.
What's going on there? The yellow one.
The yellow one.
Yeah.
Well, let's go ahead. We'll do the run. We'll do the rapid fire. It is for the first one, Eric.
Mayonnaise.
Tori.
Classic ketchup.
Eric.
4 varieties of mustard.
Tori.
Everything sauce. Why not?
Oh, wait, we'd have to click on these.
There's a
lots
bunch of
these.
varieties in each one of these categories.
Rick. We'll go. There's 6 varieties of mayonnaise. Jesus Christ.
Oh boy.
All right, we'll do a real rapid fire. You guys got to be on your A game. Maybe I'll even join in.
There's 12, 11.
We're up to 25.
It's Sir Kensington's. We owe it to him.
Carry the 8.
Okay. Ready, Tori?
Classic mayonnaise.
Eric.
Avocado oil mayonnaise.
Original mayonnaise.
Try again.
Organic mayonnaise. Thanks, guys.
Chip oat lay mayonnaise.
Eric?
Special sauce.
Sriracha mayonnaise. All right, moving on to the ketchups. Hit us, Tori, with the first one.
The OG, the classic, of course.
And then we got our favorite, the spicy ketchup.
And then moving on to the mustards, of which there's 4 varieties. We got our first one here, Tori.
Spicy brown, babe.
Eric?
Yellow mustard.
And then we've got a Dijon mustard.
Ooh. A little homo, a little honey mustard coming at you.
Homo. Wouldn't it be homu?
I guess, yeah. That'd probably make more sense, wouldn't it?
Call me a homosexual.
I love that homo. What can I say?
All right, moving on to their, what are we on here? Everything sauces. Tori, hit us with the first one.
Mexican-inspired chili lime crema everything.
Eric?
Moroccan-inspired garlic everything sauce.
Then we've got a Korean-inspired gochujang everything sauce.
Nice.
I don't know how to actually say that.
I'm glad you got that one.
I don't know that one.
Indian-inspired curry masala everything sauce.
Eric?
Peruvian-inspired ají amarillo
I know that
everything
word.
sauce.
Okay.
Ají, I guess.
Japanese-inspired sesame yuzu everything sauce.
Nice.
Okay, that's their everything
I luck
sauces.
out again. Thank goodness.
And then we're moving on to their, what are their ranches? What are these dressings? Creamy dressings. Tori?
The Pittsburgh Classic Ranch, baby.
Eric?
We got an avocado oil ranch.
We've got a buffalo ranch. Tori?
Ooh, pizza ranch. That sounds good.
Interesting.
No, it doesn't.
Eric?
Caesar dressing.
F-U. And then moving on to their vinaigrettes, we've got the Dijon balsamic. Tori?
Oh, pepperoncini Italian.
Eric?
Raspberry pink peppercorn.
Ooh.
We've got a golden citrus. Tori?
Toasted sesame ginger.
Okay, then we'll go on to the vegan mayos. I don't know if we need to go through all these. Well, they've got
classic. Do you want to continue just
classic
scrolling down?
vegan mayo,
yeah.
Chipotle vegan mayo, special sauce vegan mayo, and avocado oil vegan mayo. It's the same shit we already saw.
Yeah, blah, blah.
And they've got one mustard here. They've got Chrissy Teigen's honey mustard fry sauce.
She must be broke. Chrissy Teigen must be broke.
I don't know who Chrissy Teigen is.
You see her face smatter on everything from mustard to like
what is she?
pots and pans.
What was she?
I think she's like a pop star or something. I think.
Oh.
Or an actress,
This
maybe.
This sounds really good though. Honey mustard fry sauce.
Yeah, I mean Chrissy Teigen. Seriously,
I don't care about the Chrissy Teigen thing, but the honey mustard fry sauce sounds really good. I don't know. What do you guys think?
I think it sounds good. I do wonder about. I don't know. I don't really know who Chrissy Teigen is. I think she was an actress, but I could be totally wrong.
I don't know. My thing is that I know that I will say this. This is going to spoil my rating a little bit, but I know that whatever Sir Kensington's does, they're going to do it pretty well. That's my impression so far.
Yeah.
They're gonna do a solid job of it. And I think did we decide last time this is still like an independently owned company? They haven't been bought out by some major conglomerate yet?
I'm not sure.
I don't know.
Yeah, I know they're not in Parsippany, New Jersey. That is something I can tell you for certain. So I know I am heartbroken.
Yeah, that's sad.
Where
are they from? Are they Pittsburgh?
Manhattan.
Manhattan.
Or New York.
Yeah.
New York City.
Look on the back there and see does it say on there like owned by Heinz or anything like that? No offense to Heinz personally, obviously, but I think we established this last time. They're like independently owned,
distributed by Kensington and Sons, New York.
God bless them.
Nice.
I will say that. I do like that a lot. That they're like that independent thing, because they're really doing the damn thing. I mean, they're in major grocery chains. Their stuff is better than others,
They need better celebrity endorsements. Get rid of that Teigen.
That maybe get a Pittsburgh. Well, no, they're not a Pittsburgh place. Maybe get a Pittsburgh place. Anyways, collab with Soft Spoken. Maybe
there you go.
I would happily partner with Sir Kensington.
Ditch that dork Teigen and get with some real winners.
I don't know about you guys. Like, let's hear an eye if you guys are in favor of this. But I would do straight up sponsored content for Sir Kensington.
I would too.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would definitely be like, hey, if you guys want to sponsor us, fuck it. We'll do sponsored content for Sarah Kensington's. We'll just make sure that it's properly differentiated between the rest of our ratings and reviews. But if they have no other affiliations, we're square.
I don't know what the heck that B in a circle means there. It says certified.
Means you a bitch.
Yeah.
I don't know either, Eric.
Certified corporation. I'm not sure what that means, but
I don't know what any of these things mean here, but kind of irrelevant. But yeah, I'm very impressed with these guys. Like I said, I would happily partner with them. We'll keep it separate from our regularly scheduled independent reviews of sauces. But yeah, Sir Kensington is really, I feel like them and Newman's Own have really like stuck in my heart as like the two wholesome companies I really like.
Yeah, there is a lot to like.
So I keep coming back to them, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But one other little caveat I have to say, one little downside, this sauce was $7.50.
Ouch. Whoa. Wow.
Sir Kensington, you hit me hard in the wallet for this one. I wanted to get a special sauce for a special occasion, but ouch.
Ooh, spending a special buck.
Oof.
Was this a John Eagle?
This was a John Eagle, and I don't know if there's some kind of a markup going on there, but man, they hit me where it hurts. I will say that.
I think you pay out the nose at Giant Eagle, man.
Yeah,
I think you do too, but I gotta say, I think this is a smaller container than the ones that Sir Kensington's used to have here if we're comparing it to the old spicy ketchup. What are we? We're at 20 ounce here. You said that was a 12er?
12, yeah.
We're losing 8 full ounces, a full cup of sauce going to the smaller container size, which is fancy as hell. I'll give them that. But honestly, we gave them, they almost made it on our Dapper Dipper, you know, for their old bottle design, which was basically the same as any other like ketchup
Heinz
bottle.
ketchup, yeah, right.
They were getting
fancy.
it just for that charming label, you know? So honestly, to me, I hate the feeling that I'm paying for this super fancy bottle design when that's not doing anything for the flavor for me. You know, I think I would kind of wish they had just kept this initial ketchup shaped bottle, changed the lid out to that charming blue color like they did on their new bottle design, kept the shape, this exact same mass-produced, 20-ounce size, gave it to us a little bit cheaper, maybe closer to the $4 mark, maybe even a $5 mark.
4 or 5, yeah. I think I'd say 5.
Be cool paying a 5 for that, especially if it was a 20-ouncer. I just feel like the value's a little bit off on this. That might be the only little deal breaker for me.
Yeah, I can dig that, man. I think you're on the nose. $7.50 is a lot to ask.
Yeah, I was a little bit shell-shocked when I saw that. Shelf-shocked, maybe.
There you go.
Yeah, pretty clever.
I like that.
But, yeah, that was to me, that was the downside.
Yeah, I think it's valid, dog. I think you got a good one.
I'm gonna try my hardest not to let that actually affect my rating, because
we rate we rate sauces, not prices.
Not prices, but we have let prices actually be a big part of our
discretionary points. Yeah,
I think the price should weigh into it. I mean,
we didn't really have a category for like best value, did we? For like that wasn't a thing, was it, for our sauces?
No.
We'll have to think about maybe a way to incorporate like best value for sauce or something.
You got to think of a silly name.
Maybe not like, because I don't even want it to be like empirical. Like, I don't want it to be just like ounces, the honey ratio. I don't want that to be the sole thing, because I want it to be like decided which sauce is good too. You know what I mean?
Right. Good taste for your value.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I got you.
A lot of a bad sauce isn't a good thing.
Exactly.
Right.
But
in fact, it's a worse thing.
See Lee Cum Key.
Yeah.
Look that up.
That was a small container too.
Thank goodness.
How about that taco shit that from Ortega?
Oh yeah, the Ortega, the toilet sauce.
Ended up in the toilet.
Also a very small.
It was small and it was terrible.
Yeah, I haven't thrown that into Instagram yet, but for the listeners, we did legitimately throw the Ortega sauce into the toilet. I know we've said that a lot before about, jokingly throwing sauces in the trash or dumping
By the time they hear it, it'll be on there.
In the toilet. But yeah, that's true. It'll be on there. You guys check out the Instagram and see it. But yeah, I got so mad at that the week after we did that, I said, Eric, give me that sauce. I came over here, I threw it in his fucking in his dumper.
The Ortega.
And then I took a piss on it. I didn't, but I wanted to.
You should have.
I thought about it. One of us had to dig it out of there.
He would have had to dig it out.
I was like, one of us had to dig it out of there, and I was trying to be somewhat considerate. But yeah, check that out on the Instagram. We got a shitty toilet, and we got some Ortega that's equally shitty sitting inside of it. So, but now that we've got that, now that we got that unpleasant imagery out of your heads, let's go on and move on to the ratings portion of the show. Eric, do you want to lead us off with this special sauce for a special occasion?
All right,
special boy.
I will lead it off, but I don't know if you guys are gonna like what I have to say about it.
Oh man.
Okay. To be fair, and I'm trying to be fair here.
Get my hackles up.
I do not like Thousand Island dressing, and I do not like special sauce. So.
Go ahead.
This sauce had merits because it was better tasting than the crappy sauce I was coming in to expect to have. And being such, I'm going to be generous and give it a 6. If I was giving a rating on just taste, I would be much lower because I hate special sauce. But
can't you think of it as something different? What do you dislike about it?
Yeah, what's her dislike?
Maybe he doesn't like mayonnaise based things. Remember how he shat all over the Dukes too?
I'm not a huge fan of mayonnaise, and I don't care for mayonnaise and pickles mixed together. That creamy tanginess.
It's a
I don't
golden
know.
combo, bro.
Oh, that is the combo.
It's not my jam.
Half my favorite sauces have mayonnaise and pickle in them.
That's like cigarettes and coffee, man. You cannot lose.
and to that extent, like, yes, they did a good job making this sauce, because I could tell it's elevated. It has all these earthy notes and, creaminess and yada yada. Yeah, I can tell it's a quality product. I'm not going to say it's not, but my personal taste rating, it's not good.
What would you give it just
I'd
on
give it a
taste
3.
alone?
I'd give it a
3?
Taste alone, it's a 3.
On taste alone, you'd give it a 3?
I have no desire. I mean, I ate the last chicken nugget without even putting the sauce even near it. I didn't,
Eric.
It's gross. It's gross stuff.
I appreciate the fact that you're not giving it a 3 as your rating, but honestly, you'd give it a 3 for taste?
Like, if this was sitting out and you could dip vegetables in it, I'd be willing to try it. I'd be like, I'd go to a party.
Higher than this.
The wishbone.
I think you rated the wishbone and the Lee Kum Kee higher than this.
I liked both those sauces.
I think you rated the Ortega a 3.
I think I did. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, it's on par with the Ortega. It actually might be grosser. I might.
What?
Yeah, I mean, personally speaking, but taste.
you are wacky. You're talking wacky now, boy.
What?
You're wacko.
I would dip a vegetable in there and try it and be like, oh, okay, and then I would just eat plain raw vegetables.
The only thing that stopped me from coming across this table is because you said a 6 first. That was the first thing out of your mouth.
Yeah. It deserves a better than average, because it is does. Better than average, but I don't care for this sauce.
So you're essentially giving it 3 discretionary points just because you like Sir Ken's.
Yeah,
that's what it boils down to.
Because you're still eating their ketchup a year and a half later. That's what you're giving it discretionary points.
Yeah, that spicy ketchup's great.
Does that seem like that ketchup has gotten a lot darker to you?
And thicker, yeah.
It looks like it's brown like a barbecue sauce now.
I was thinking that.
That's scaring me.
I'm not going to say
That's
anything.
Scary.
My business.
That's real scary. We've had several power outages too, where the fridges have gotten warm.
We have. I've kept my fridge closed. It's fine.
It's brown. It's more like molasses brown.
It was always darker because it's spicier. It's got peppers and chili in it.
Not
logic
that
makes no
dark.
sense.
I'm afraid to touch it. I'm not even going to touch it anymore. Tori, why don't you give us your rating? Let's move on past Eric's usual horse shit here.
Yeah. Hey, I liked it, man. Unlike E, I like Thousand Island dressing. I like relish. I like pickles. And above else, I love mayonnaise. Mayonnaise is great. So with all that being said, I mean, these are all green check marks. The only big red X, the only blemish on its otherwise spotless record is the price point. Dude, $7.50 is way too much. Way too much. 12 ounces. I don't think so. With all that being said, 7.5.
I think that's very fair. I think for me personally, I'll be honest with you, I didn't care for this as much on a chicken nugget. And I think I underestimated slightly how mayonnaise-y it was going to be, and I think that was part of my struggle with that. I liked it better on a toothpick. Once I had it, I was envisioning how I would like it on something else, more like a burger or something I think it would be, or even just like a fry, that I think it would be more well-suited to. And what are you shaking your head for, you piece of shit?
That'd be terrible.
Dude, a fry would be bomb. You get a salty-ass fry in that? Oh, yeah, dude.
You know what I want to do? I want to go back to episode 1. I want to listen to the Great Value fry sauce, which is essentially their version of a special sauce.
So much better. That was so good.
I want to remember what Eric gave that. I think he gave that a 7, but it is no different.
Wow.
It's no different than a special sauce.
No, it's different.
It had a little bit more spice to it, but that was it.
More spice, less vinegar, pickles. I don't know.
Man, I don't know, dude.
That
You've changed, Eric, and not in the way I like.
Well, we all know that.
Yeah, I think for me, like I said, I didn't really care for it as much on a chicken nugget, and the price point is off-putting to me. Like, I'm struggling to think whether I would buy this again to try it on something like a burger that I want it for. I think I would really struggle to justify that without knowing that it was really going to slam. Like, I think it would be good. I think it would be probably better than your standard, special sauce, but I'll be honest with you, I know I can get sauces like that from like a Sweet Baby Ray's for sub $3,
Yep.
That's a hard one for me, Sir Ken's. I gotta tell you, and I say it with love in my heart, but that's a hard one for me to call. That being said, I think flavor-wise for me, I think I'm going to give it a 7, and I think there's discretionary points for how much I like their company versus negative discretionary points for the cost, and that kind of balances out in that 7 range. I wanted to give it higher than that, but, without maybe trying on some different applications, like I said, I do think they're doing a good job of it, better than a lot of other special sauces, and they kind of went their own direction a little bit, which I appreciate. But, yeah, I think for me right now, I think that's where it's going to be. I think it's going to be a 7.
So I'm not too far off based on my initial, hey, they did better than average, I get a 6.
Yeah, but you also said a 3, which is a number that will live in infamy. So,
Sir Ken,
it's just a sauce I have no desire to
I'm having
continue to have any
literal
more.
PTSD flashbacks to the Duke's Mayo episode, holding the fate of the ratings in your hands. Will Sauce-Spoken ever have a perfect 10? That's what I want to know.
mystery
interesting.
continues.
Yeah.
I thought it could happen at some point. I'll be honest. I didn't necessarily think this was going to be the one that was it. I still think it could potentially happen, but I wonder if we've become I feel like if it was going to happen, it would have had to happen earlier because we've gotten so much better at being critical. You know what I think we should do for episode 100? I think we should go back and revisit the sauces we did in episode 1.
Oh, wow.
Or maybe even episode 1 and 2 and just go back and look at those with fresh eyes again and see how they hold up now that we've learned
or with old eyes.
The Centennial episode.
Yeah.
Yeah, how we've learned to reevaluate sauces and see, what we've learned and how better we pick up on things and see how well that stacks up to episode 1. So, because I do think that if we had checked this out at episode 1, I think it would have done much better than it did here tonight. And I think we gave it a fair and solid rating, but I still think it would have done better.
Do you want to do the ingredients at all?
I was just going to say, we didn't do the ingredients.
Yeah. I was so busy hung up on the sun chips, we forgot ingredients. Why didn't you tell me when we were at the ingredient time?
I forgot.
Yeah, you just kept rolling, man.
Now it's time for Eric's favorite portion of the show, the ingredients.
Cool, unforgettable. I get it.
Wow, that is funny. Thank you for reminding me. I blew right past it.
Alrighty.
The sun chips that hung me up.
This Sir Kensington special sauce has sunflower oil. As we were talking about sun chips. How about that? First ingredient, sunflower oil, then water, organic certified humane free-range egg yolks.
Wow.
That's an ingredient. Yeah. Cucumbers, distilled vinegar,
cucumbers,
tomato paste, organic lemon juice, fair trade organic cane sugar, salt, mustard flour, mustard seed, citric acid,
Astrid,
smoked paprika, dried garlic jalapeno peppers.
Wow.
Wait.
Garlic, comma?
There's a comma there.
Okay.
Garlic.
They're hybrids.
I know. I was like, what is a garlic
I could see
jalapeno
them being
pepper?
pickled in garlic.
That's what I was thinking too. Yeah, pickled in garlic. I was like, that could be actually pretty wild. Xanthan gum.
Bang, bang.
There you go.
And dillweed. Oh, and black pepper and calcium chloride. And contains eggs. A whole other line there that I just totally
That's actually really wild. So there is actually a lot of vegetable content in this. So I think you're definitely picking up accuracy there.
It's a health food.
It's
honestly,
a health food.
It's got ingredients you can understand.
Yeah.
For the most part.
Yeah.
Aside from the xanthan gum,
For the most part, yeah.
24 calories per tablespoon. It's practically a health food compared to most other sauces.
Wow, that is actually really good.
Yeah, for being so mayonnaise heavy or egg yolk heavy.
I lied. That's 24 servings. Calories. It's all mixed together here. Calories is 80. And then total fat is 8.
That sounds better.
Yeah,
that makes more sense.
Yeah.
Huh.
Not a health food.
Well, that's interesting. So
maybe a little bit of fiber. Keep you regular.
I don't know about that. Maybe minuscule amounts.
Oh, the cucumber, dude! You'll be shitting your brains out in no time.
Not a significant source of dietary fiber.
Oh, damn. I'm going to stop squirting it in my mouth now.
I do think it's 95% mayo, to be fair. You want to shit your brains out?
Maybe.
Go take a shit on the Ortega that's still in the toilet.
No, I got my work's Christmas party tomorrow. I don't want to miss it.
I took the Ortega and put it in the upper deck.
Your work's Christmas party tomorrow.
Yeah. Yeah, it's the same place it was. Not last year, of course, because of the COVID, but the year prior to that. And I hope they have the same menu, because if they do, that means they will have the Eggs Benedict with smoked salmon.
Nice.
Holy moly, are they good?
Man,
that sounds good.
Farting up a storm.
Oh, yeah.
Your wife will be making you sleep in the basement.
I told my boss he's out, he's away, and he unfortunately he won't be at the party. And I said, man, I'm going to get 2 big dinner plates. I'm going to fill them up with some Eggs Benedict, and I'm going to take a dozen. This is at a country club, mind you, so I'm going to roll into this real ritzy country club with a couple of Tupperwares. I'm going to pull an E and start scooping up these smoked salmon Eggs Benedict. Oh man, I cannot wait.
I love it. That's great.
Wow.
revved up for it.
That means you're going to save them for us to have at game night.
Oh, dude. Oof. I mean, not like being blacklisted from a country club is like the end of the world for me, obviously. But
be kind of awkward for next year. Like, Tori, you going to the Christmas party?
No. I'll have signs posted up on the fairway. Keep this jag off out of here. He eats too many hollandaise sauce. But oh yeah, man, I'm stoked about it. I should have brought that up in the beginning of the show, but I'll tell you all about my smoked salmon. Not next week because we're taking a week off. To enjoy our Christmas, but in the following week, I'll fill you in on the smoked salmon.
Cool. Well, I think that's going to do it for us for this sauce, a Sir Kensington special sauce, and it's also going to do it for this year of podcasting. With all that being said, Eric,
final thoughts.
It's time for a little recipe.
Oh, the curve, the change up.
Yeah, really.
Remix, motherfucker.
Wow.
After being forgotten about the ingredients.
It was all big game.
Guess what I'm going to do right this week, Eric?
Probably a special sauce of my own.
Hey, you got it. You're only two constraints, Eric. You bitched a lot about special sauces. You bitched a lot about Sir Ken's. You did them dirty here, I think. And you seem to be pretty cocky about this. So all I'm saying here's what I want you to do. Two constraints. You got to make a special sauce.
Mm-hmm.
It has to be orange. It has to be that same color of orange that I like.
And
it has to be something good that would go on burgers. It has to be.
Dude, you'll crush this.
It has to be a replacement. Look. And listen, it has to be a replacement for a special sauce, and it can't. You had some very specific complaints, like things about like you don't like the mayo and shit in it,
right?
So you can't use
just
those things that you complained about.
Yeah, I could just sub those out basically and make my version of a special sauce, right? Okay. Fine. We can start with sunflower oil and water and egg yolks, right? We're gonna start with a nice creamy.
That's mayonnaise.
It's mayonnaise. I'm
no,
fine with that.
There's no mayonnaise.
I can't use mayonnaise.
You said you didn't like mayonnaise in it. I'm saying if you can't. Okay. I'm saying you can't use mayonnaise if you don't like it. That's
oil
what you
and
said.
egg yolks. That is mayonnaise.
One of your complaints about this sauce was that it was mayonnaise based. I'm saying I'm not going to let you use mayonnaise.
Use the mayonnaise base
when you said you didn't like that.
And I can't.
Yeah, you're fucking stumped now, you dumb shit.
No. So I wouldn't put lemon juice or any of that like vinegar stuff in there. So
you can't just read through their ingredient list and eschew the things you don't want.
I'm going to say we're going to use.
Put that bottle down. I don't even want you cheating.
No cheating.
You're shitting on your Sir Ken, so don't look to them for inspiration now. You got to make your own
I'm trying to figure out
sauce.
what's a good like ranch base. So like we can start with like a milkier, runnier sauce, right? More of a ranch.
I don't know. You tell me.
And
I like how he's gonna start reading down.
And then we're just gonna Then we're gonna add xanthan gum, thicken that sucker up. We're gonna put in loads of.
So hold on, back up. You're starting off with like buttermilk. You said ranch. Like you said runnier ranch. Like buttermilk ranch is made with buttermilk. Is that what you're starting with?
Sure.
Like buttermilk?
Buttermilk. I don't know exactly what makes a ranch. Like, is there an oil or something? I'm sure there's oil in there.
Oils in it.
Herbs,
spices, water. Some ranches do use mayonnaise.
Okay, so you're starting off with like a Hidden Valley ranch, essentially.
You can start with like a Hidden Valley ranch and just amp it up with more garlic, more paprika. Just gonna give it that orange color.
Paprika.
More spice. Some more jalapeno peppers. Give that more. Even maybe put a little bit of habanero pepper in there. Maybe a little bit of carrot, which we all know how much I like carrots. Pureed carrot in there. Amp that orange flavor. Still gives it an earthy flavor too.
Okay, the carrots are a good idea for the orange and for the flavor.
Right. And what else am I missing here? Salt, of course. You're gonna need some salt in there, and
no relish or any sorts.
Heck no, keep that shit away.
Stop looking at their ingredients, you piece of shit. Put the bottle down.
Yeah, a little bit of mustard in there would be great too. A little bit of mustard and mustard seed.
You lost me at mustard, bro.
I love how he shits on the sauce.
Mustard. There's mustard in here, bro.
He shits on their
sauce. But they don't have ranch in it too, bro.
He shits on their sauce and proceeds to steal half the ingredients from his.
Because it's halfway good, or almost, not really, but it's only a third of the way good. But I can steal a third of their ingredients, you know?
I don't know, man. I don't know if that was your strongest. I was expecting something a little bit better than that, Eric.
You made it too easy, I guess. I don't know. I mean,
I think
carrots.
I think you made it too easy. I gave you a good challenge.
Garlic, pepper, paprika, jalapeno peppers.
Paprika.
Make it spicy. Make it flavorful.
You don't really want a special sauce.
That's my version of a special sauce.
You want just like a jalapeno, like
Like a creamy jalapeno.
Ranch. You want like jalapeno ranch is what you want.
Yeah. With orange coloring. Perfect.
You want orange jalapeno ranch. So
Perfect.
Sheets makes that. Did you know that?
No, I did not know
Sheets
that.
makes
I don't
an
go to
orange
Sheetz
jalapeno
either.
ranch, which is amazing.
Is
But
it?
it's not a special sauce. It's really good, though. We should try it sometime.
All right.
I'm sort of vexed as to how you would arrive at a special sauce without having mayonnaise. Or without
Exactly.
salad
Well, I was saying, like, you could start off with, like, a sour cream or something like that.
Oh, I hate sour cream too.
Well, there's other options, was my point.
You hate
know?
sour? Oh, I guess you would. Yeah, dairy product.
Oh, it makes me good to poop.
Not only is it a dairy product, I just don't care for the flavor. I don't like sour. I don't like that
When
sour
did you become
cream.
such a hater on everything?
Man,
Yeah, like we go to.
Okay, what about
Come on, if
a-
I go out to a Mexican restaurant with you guys, you've heard me say keep that sour cream away.
What
it's
about
not
a-
sour though. It's
What
like
about a Greek
cooling.
yogurt? What about a Greek
it's
yogurt?
gross. Nah, not a
It's
really
the same
fan.
thing
It's
as
the
sour
same thing as sour
cream.
cream. Yeah, it's gross.
It's not the same thing.
It's not
Same
100% the
applications.
same. You can sweeten it up, which honestly, when I made that,
It's sweet and sour cream, too.
yes, you can. When I made that that topping for that cream cheese cake for whose birthday was nothing more than like powdered sugar and sour cream. That was delicious. Like I would have ate that by the spoonful. So it's just a lack of having that. Yeah,
We come back again just to Eric. Just the sweetness, that's all it is.
Yeah.
It's just a block of sugar. You want a sugar lick is what you want.
And when it comes to sour things, absolutely. Like I love like those like lemon heads candies.
Sour cream isn't really sour.
No, it's
though.
definitely
Yeah,
not sour.
It is.
No,
It's
it's
so
not.
sour. It's gross.
It's so sour. It's really
How
not
are you eating sour cream that's in date, bro?
Probably not. I don't
Okay.
know.
Oh
I don't
my
eat
God.
sour cream. I just don't. I mean, because it's a dairy product, I don't even eat it
The
anyways. But
sour
if I
cream
have
is
to,
supposed to be green.
it isn't.
Sour green.
Oh, ugh. Sour cream's gross. Anyways,
I can't get over this brown ketchup I'm sitting next to. It's giving me the creeps.
Yeah, I think I can hear it like ringing, like a chime almost, like a really soft chiming
Like it's
noise.
time for us to wrap it up for this year, you motherfuckers. So with all that being said, Eric, you really botched it for listeners on their last recipes of the year. So
I think I
hope
made
that
a
you're
better
bring
sauce
it around
than-
for your closing thoughts.
nope, no, I never do.
I
You
got
know
another
that.
fortune cookie this week.
That's right.
What's my wife up to this week?
Yeah,
No,
what's your work wife
I'm
up
not
to?
going with that either. I'm going to steal words from, Gandhi for
Gandhi.
the quote from Gandhi: "Be the change you want to see in the world."
I love
So,
that. I love that line.
You know,
I really do.
because
I say that
as we're
ironically at
approaching
work
a
all the
new
time.
year here, be the change you want to see in the world. 2022 is right around the corner.
Can you give us
Let's celebrate and
Okay.
be good.
Can you give us an example of how you're going to go about doing that? Just curiosity. What's one thing that comes to your mind?
I keep inviting you back here, so I keep showing that people can be forgiving. I try and be
He
forgiving.
got you there.
Wow. Oof. Well, it's time for Touching Thoughts with Tori.
Man. Gandhi, that is some big shoes to fill. That's a hard act to follow, Mahatma Gandhi.
He's a character.
But darn it, I am going to do my best.
I think you
With
got
a quote from Jesus fucking Christ.
Yeah, that's right.
Tori's crossing himself, or I took the Lord's name in vain.
I don't like that. I don't appreciate it.
Hit a story.
Not me you got to worry about after all. But, yeah. So, of course, we're here at the end of the year. And as you look back on your year, I think a lot of people find themselves saying, especially if you're in a dark time in your life, and that's okay to be, that I'm fighting demons. I'm fighting some demons right now. Whatever that case. And I'm not here to judge you. You know, whatever. Your demons are your demons. I got them too. That's okay. But I think it's interesting when you say I'm fighting demons. It's important for you not to be your own demon, because I think that's possible. And for a lot of us, I think it's probably easier than what we would give it credit for. And we probably find slipping in to that mindset and not even meaning to be. So don't be your own demon, because there's enough out there. And thank you for listening. Of course, it's been a great year with you here. We love having you. We loved having you here this entire year. And we're going to love having you next year. So, yeah. So be safe for New Year's Eve. We love you. We're proud of you. And thank you. And that'll do it for me.
Cool. Yeah. Well, like I said, as always, we're very happy to be coming to a year-end wrap-up here. We hope you guys had a nice Christmas and you all have a lovely New Year's. And as always, thank you guys so much for listening this whole year. And we won't catch you next week. 2 weeks, though. We'll see you then. Good night.
Bye now.
Bye.
Oh no, it's the end of the show. Thank goodness there's several other episodes waiting just for you. Check out our Instagram. We like to have some fun over there. We post the sauce bottle pics if you're curious, and the occasional meme. That's going to be Sauce Spoken official. Hey, despite our humble nature, we are accepting donations, believe it or not. Look us up on PayPal. That's going to be at Sauce Spoken. Hey, and if you like what you hear, grease those palms, babe. Lastly, roll up your sleeves and get into the nitty-gritty at saucespoken.wordpress.com. We have show notes and details. Check it out. Share us with a family member or a friend. If you're enjoying it, I'm certain they will too. Good night.
Anyways, that whole like you know what I would say it almost looks like? Sort of sort of like a or almost
Oh my God, you're butchering this.
It's but like sort of like a creamy or almost Dorito, it's that just plastic greasy sort of look to it.
Maybe with a squirt of tartar sauce or relish
and black pepper and calcium chloride, but like more mayonnaise and cream cheese, basically.
Yeah, I definitely see where you're coming from.
I see where you're coming from too.
I would behoove you dudes if you don't find it to be gross. But take a finger, get your index finger in your and get in there and get your schlecker on there. I think you'll find bigger.
Oh no,
chunks.
I definitely got some big chunks.
Yeah, right. Yeah, there's chunks of something.
They're very much the one size. They're not like a lot of different sizes.
It was soft, and it was it was a soft mouth feel, but keep you regular.
I think there's a couple of things in there giving you that chunk.
You'll be shitting your brains out in no time.
You want to shit your brains out?
Agreed. It's good.
Nice.